Hello everyone. Today in this session we have to deal with the important criteria for the selection of a good research problem. A research problem is some difficult either of a theoretical or practical character that an individual or business encounter and desires to get a solution for the same. The research problem undertaken for the study should be diligently selected and it should be based on some key criteria of researcher's interest, competency of the researcher, resource of the research, researchability, importance and urgency, originality, feasibility, researcher's knowledge, timelines of the problem and usefulness. A good research topic needs to be chosen by paying attention to the above stated criteria or key guidelines. The first criteria in selecting a research problem is researcher's interest. What is researcher's interest? The researcher should be interested in the problem for the study. Otherwise, even a small difficulty will become an excuse for discontinuing the study. Then how do you develop research interest? The easiest way to develop an interest in research is to look into something that you personally or that will affect your life or one of your interests in some important way. If you are interested in the topic you are researching, then you will enjoy reading and learning about it. The second important criteria is the competency of the researcher. A research competency specifies the knowledge and skills required for the researcher to do the research. Here, the researcher should be competent to carry out a study of the problem. Another important criteria is resources of the research. We know that research is expensive and time consuming. So, the financial resource and the time resource of the researcher influence the selection of the topic. So, during the selection of a research problem, a researcher will see to the resources available. If these research resources like money, time, accommodation and transport are available to the selection place, then the selection of the problem is very easy. Researchability is another important criteria for the selection of a research problem. That means the problem should be amenable for finding answers to the question involved in it through scientific method. Another important criteria is importance and urgency. In selecting problems, their relative importance and significance should be considered. If the problem is relatively important, then the researcher tends towards the selection of the problem. Originality is one of the most important criteria for a successful thesis. The researcher should be always remember that there is no need of wasting their time and energy on problems already studied by others. That means the problem selected must have novelty and originality. Feasibility is also an important factor for the selection of the research problem. The researcher's qualification, training, experience should be matched the problem. If no research is feasible on a problem, it should not be selected. The researcher's knowledge should play a vital role in the selection of the research problem. The wisdom and experience of an investigator is required for well selection of the research data. He can bitterly select a problem. Timeline of the problem is another important criteria for the selection of a good research problem. It means some problems take little time for its solution while others take more time. So it depends on the time in which we have to complete this research work. Usefulness of the problem is another important criteria for the selection of research problem. It means the problem selected for research should make significant contribution to the concerned body of knowledge. Okay, thank you for watching my video.